Yeah, this year I started teaching a young boy Spanish. I started teaching him some English because his grades weren't very good, and he felt like he needed to improve in order to achieve what was expected of him by the end of the year. So, um, what did I perceive and notice? So at the start of the year, when I had my first lessons with him, I felt, I perceived a bit of awkwardness. It was you could see, um, but by the end, I I felt a lot more comfortable with him. We would just get on with the work very easily, and we would just get on with it. This was good, and it just the fact that the perception changed so much meant that the boy was getting really used to me, which was good. So how did I feel being involved? Um, I mean, I felt really good being involved in this activity because I was proud to finally have like some sort of teaching experience, which was kind of new to me. Um, I mean, by the end of it, I just felt really great, seeing as I had my first teaching experience, but also seeing how much he had evolved and his how much his English had changed. It just felt really good to see someone change so much just with my help. What did I think of and feel of the activity itself? I felt, as I said, I felt really good about him. About it, I just thought that it was good and important that he was being so that he was taught this, because English is a really important language. It's not my first language, it's my second one, but I learned it and I can speak it fluently, all because I worked so hard on it. This activity meant to me that it had a meaning of responsibility, because I just felt, like his grades and his working well and his homework and generally work quality was all up to me. All, it was all my responsibility. It was my worry that he should be getting good grades and so on, as well as obviously his mother and so on, teachers. But I just it was a lot of responsibility on me. What value did it have to me? Well, the activity had great value to me. Um, it made me feel better about myself. I mean, teaching him and seeing obviously his evolution and how well he was working, but also it makes him feel better about himself, because maybe it was a weak subject for him, which has now probably turned to something like a strength. So that's really important. What did I learn from this activity? I learned to work with someone that was different to me. Um, I mean, when I first met the boy, I was completely surprised. He had barely any idea of English, and he was really like young. He was a child. So I mean, that can obviously be applied to a lot of real life situations. Because obviously in my future workplace or something like that, I am not gonna get to meet people that are gonna be the same as me. So it's good to know how to work with someone who is so different to you, because it just puts you in an advantage when it actually does happen.